Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Witch Queen Season of the Seraph intel. And it's a new week, and with it we have a new GM Nightfall. This week it's the Scarlet Keep, and if you can get this done at the Grandmaster level, you will earn yourself the Horror's Least Pulse Rifle, which is actually, in my opinion, probably the best drop for the GMs this season. I'm going to, of course, show you all the fastest glitches and cheeses that'll make this whole thing quite a bit more farmable, even for a solo player. But if you're doing this in a group, of course, all of these things will be relevant as well. We're going to sort of talk through it in 5 parts. We'll talk about the beginning, which you can see here. There's a nice little out-of-bounds skip that you can use to save on some time if you are going for speed runs, maybe at a lower level difficulty, or even at GM if you're just trying to make the whole process go a lot faster. Of course, this also limits you from possibly dying in that first room and maybe losing a life. And then, of course, we'll progress forward through all the different stages. But if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell, the post notifications, so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 content like this, and it really helps out the channel. Of course, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And remember, any of those things also enter you into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel. And I do one every 1,000 subscribers. I think we're less than 100 away. And we do usually a Lightfall giveaway because we are getting so close to that. And of course, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into that next giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those secret hashtags stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, you can of course go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. So as you saw, that was a little skip for the first part. We're now going to kind of transition into the next area, which would be the bridge. Now, on the bridge, you can actually hang out on the ledge on either side. This can help sometimes, especially if you're a solo player and you're using, say, anything that has invis. You could go invis, skip all of this. So you can traverse the whole right side. Maybe you're just trying to keep one team member alive. Maybe if you're doing this as a 2-man group or even in a 3-man group. But it's a good little trick, also a good hide spot if you do get into trouble on the bridge, as these spots you're sort of completely out of the realm of any enemy fire. Then the next spot is a joining allies for the elevator section. Now this is a little bit of a tricky one to get to work sometimes. You have to get the elevator, of course, to go up, but then you and your teammates could run out of the keep to this point. And the only thing that I would suggest about this is sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't. It ultimately always will work, but you might get the joining allies a few times before it actually teleports you back up to where the elevator is. As you can see here, it gave me the joining allies, I think, 2 or 3 times before it actually teleported me up. But if you're doing this as a solo player, well, you don't really need to worry about any of that. So just stay here, and eventually the joining allies will teleport you up to where your teammates are. Now, when you're on the elevator, that's going to be a little bit of a difficult section too. You can use pretty much any of these sitting emotes. For some reason, the pop the chair emote doesn't quite work, but the Don the Throne emote works. I think any of the new emotes where you lie down on the couch, any of the couch emotes where you're sitting will work. You can phase through these pillars and none of the enemies hit you. This is another one of those unkillable spots, kind of like we have in other previous GMs. But like I said, these particular emotes, the ones that you kind of are sitting on something large like a couch and you have to sit backwards, will face you through the wall. You don't get any aggro here, and you don't really take any damage here. Very similar to the Warsack glitch. But for some reason, in this case, the Don the Throne works a little bit better than the old Pop the Chair. Now on to the boss room, which Unfortunately, the big glitch where you were able to run through the fence as the boss spawned in and get out of bounds that way has been patched. It got patched a couple of seasons ago or last season. So that won't work anymore. But there is a couple of other places that are sort of, I think, or should be brought back. This one in particular. This is where you get into this sort of honeycomb structure. The only thing about this is I don't know if it's possible on anything other than a Warlock. Maybe a Titan could do it. I think a Titan could definitely do it with Lion Rampant, but I don't know if anybody really wants to build into that, whereas the Warlock can do it at ease with Heat Rising. But you would jump up onto that first little column and then up onto the roof of the arch across from me, and then into this little, like I said, honeycomb structure. And you're pretty removed from all enemy AoE, enemy damage, enemy aggro. So it's a good spot all around, and you get a pretty good line of sight to where the enemies are spawning. Another spot is this area behind this large pile of bones. This is kind of a last holdout. If you're the last member alive of your fire team, you can also jump around the back from that area, so that removes you again from most damage. And then these places out on the ledge, these little tail ends, can also provide a bit of cover, though they are precarious, and I wouldn't suggest trying to jump out there on any class other than a Warlock, simply because just the momentum of landing on it, because it's such a small ledge and because of the way it's shaped, can really send you off. But I do think this spot is actually one of the best spots. I think this whole, I would say, right side as you come in is really the best side to hold out, or right side, I guess, relevant to where the boss spawns in. Maybe having one teammate up in this honeycomb structure, one in the back, or two in the back, I think is a good spot to hold out generally, but also if you're doing this as a solo player, I think that maybe traversing between these three or heading up into this area and just sort of taking out everything one at a time, because I don't think the enemies that are spawning to the right of you are really going to move around this way. The ones that'll be across from you spawning will be the ones you'll have to look out for. But that's going to be it for all the information in today's video. Good luck farming the Horror's Lease. Pulse Rifle, like I said, it's a really good one this week. As I said before, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 content like this. And if you've watched till this point in the video, you can leave a hashtag Scarlet Keep, or a hashtag Lightfall, or a hashtag Season of the Seraph in the comment section down below, or a hashtag Grandmaster Nightfall, maybe. I'll give you another entry into the next giveaway for this video. And once again, I am Wilhelm Scream. Thanks again so much for watching. And of course, we will see you next time.